My girlfriend said, I accidentally sent your private pictures to my group chat to make my exes jealous. They're so impressed. I responded, glad they enjoyed. Then I contacted a lawyer about distribution of private images without consent. When her friends started getting subpoenas to testify, I, 27 male, just got off the phone with a lawyer and my girlfriend's about to have the worst week of her life. This happened 4 hours ago. I'm still kind of in shock. Been with Madison, 26, for about a year and a half. Normal relationship stuff. We'd exchanged some private photos over the past few months, you know, the kind you don't want your mom seeing. Trusted her completely. Big mistake. This afternoon around 2 p.m., getting lunch at my desk, phone buzzes. Text from Madison. OMG, so I accidentally sent those pics of you to the group chat with everyone, including Kyle and Devin, my exes lol, and they're so impressed. Brittany said you're like a 10-10. Read that 3 times, she put accidentally in quotes. Quotes. Which pictures? You know? The good ones. Everyone loved them. Kyle looked so jealous, haha. The good ones. She meant the explicit ones, the ones that were meant for her. Madison. How many people? Just the group chat. Like 11 people? 12? Don't worry, they all think you're super hot. My blood went cold. Called her immediately. Hey babe, did you sent my private photos to 12 people? It's not like that. I was trying to show you off. Everyone's so impressed with you. Were those the explicit ones? Well, yeah, but it's fine. It's just my close friends. Madison, you sent nudes of me to 12 people without asking. Oh my God, don't be so dramatic. It's not like I posted them on Facebook. Relax. That's literally a crime. What? No, it's not. Distribution of intimate images without consent is a crime in this state. Babe, you're overreacting. Everyone does this. It's not a big deal. Delete them. Right now. I can't. Everyone already saved them. Besides, why are you being so weird? You should be flattered. Hung up. Googled privacy lawyer and called the first one with good reviews. Guy named Philip Hartman answered on the second ring. I need to know if I have a case. My girlfriend just distributed explicit photos of me to a group chat without my permission. She admitted it over text. How long ago? 20 minutes. Do you have her admission in writing? Yeah, multiple texts. Don't delete anything. Come to my office now, like, right now. Got there by 3 p.m. Showed him everything. The texts where she admitted it. The follow-up where she said everyone loved them. Philip didn't even blink. This is textbook revenge porn distribution. Even though you're dating, consent doesn't transfer to third parties. You have a criminal case and a civil case. What happens? You file investigate. She gets arrested. Criminal charges, misdemeanor, potentially up to a year in jail. Civil suit for damages, emotional distress, and everyone who received those images, they can be subpoenaed. If they forwarded them, they're liable too. How fast can we move? Police report today. I'll draft the civil complaint tonight. By tomorrow morning, this is officially a case. Do it. Left his office at 4:15 p.m. Drove straight to the police station. Detective named Morrison took my statement, showed her the texts. She put accidentally in air quotes, Morrison said, reading. People really don't think, do they? Apparently not. We'll open an investigation, probably move for an arrest warrant by end of week. You'll need to preserve all evidence. My lawyer's handling it. Good. This is pretty straightforward. She confessed via text. Left the station at 5:30. Got in my car. Sat there for a minute. Then I texted Madison back. Glad they enjoyed. Talk to your lawyer. Blocked her number. By 6 p.m., my phone was blowing up from unknown numbers. Her friends, obviously. Blocked all of them. Got one email, though, from someone named Brittany. WTF did you say to Madison? She's freaking out. What lawyer? This is insane. Forwarded to Philip. Didn't respond. Madison showed up at my apartment at 8 p.m. I watched her through the window, banging on my door for 10 minutes before she left. Got a voicemail from her mom at 9 p.m. Brett, this is Helena. Madison told me what you're doing, and I need you to stop this right now. She made a small mistake, and you're trying to ruin her life. Call me back. Deleted it. This morning, Philip filed the civil complaint. Damages for emotional distress, invasion of privacy, and punitive damages. Asking for $50,000. The police are executing a search warrant on Madison's phone today. Her arrest warrant should be issued by tomorrow. And all 12 people in that group chat? They're about to get subpoenas to testify about how they received explicit images without consent. Madison thought this was funny, thought I'd be flattered, thought there'd be no consequences. She's about to learn otherwise. Update 1. 5 days since I filed. Madison got arrested yesterday. Let me catch you up. So after I blocked Madison and filed everything, her friends completely lost their minds. Got about 30 messages from different numbers over the next 24 hours. All variations of, "You're overreacting," "It was a joke," "You're going to ruin her life over nothing," "She was trying to compliment you." Blocked every single one. Forwarded the aggressive ones to Philip. Tuesday morning, the police executed the search warrant. Took Madison's phone, laptop, tablet. She apparently had a total meltdown at her workplace when they showed up. Her mom called me from 6 different numbers. Only answered the last one. "Brett, you need to stop this insanity. My daughter is being treated like a criminal." "Your daughter is a criminal, Helena. She shared some pictures with friends. That's not a crime." "Actually, it literally is. State Code 647J4. Non-consensual pornography. You're being vindictive and cruel. Everyone makes mistakes." "Mistakes are accidental." She put accidentally in quotes. She knew what she was doing. "I'm not gonna let you destroy my daughter's life." "I'm not destroying anything. She did that herself when she hit send." She hung up, called back immediately from another number. Blocked them all. Wednesday, Philip called. Madison's lawyer reached out. Some guy named Robert Hayes. He's scrambling, wants to negotiate before charges are filed. What's he offering? She deletes everything, apologizes, pays $5,000, and you drop it. No. I figured. Just wanted to confirm. She thought it was funny, Philip. She literally laughed when I called her out. She doesn't get to apologize her way out now. Understood. I'll tell him to pound sand. Thursday afternoon, the formal charges came through. 1 count of non-consensual distribution of intimate images. Misdemeanor, but carries up to a year in jail and $10,000 fine in this state. Arrest warrant issued at 3 p.m. Madison was arrested at 5 p.m. at her apartment. Her roommate apparently filmed it and sent it to everyone. Within an hour it was making the rounds. By 7 p.m. I had 3 of her friends show up at my door. Didn't open it, just talked through the Ring camera. "Brett, you need to drop this. Madison's been arrested." "Arrested? Do you understand what you've done?" "I understand she broke the law and now she's facing consequences." Brittany stepped closer to the camera. "This is psycho behavior. You're ruining her life over some pictures. She violated my privacy. I'm holding her accountable. Everyone sends pictures to their friends. It's normal. Not when they're explicit and you don't have consent. This is ridiculous. You're just mad she showed you off. I'm mad she committed a crime. There's a difference. Leave my property." "Or what? You'll call the cops?" "That's all you know how to do, apparently." "Actually, yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. You've got 30 seconds. They left, but not before Brittany yelled, "You're going to regret this." Screenshot from the Ring. Sent to Philip. Friday morning the subpoenas went out. All 11 people who received the images got served. They're required to preserve all evidence and appear for deposition. My phone exploded. Had to turn it completely off. Got an email from Kyle, one of Madison's exes. "You realize you're subpoenaing all of us over nothing, right? I'm getting a lawyer. This is harassment." Forwarded to Philip. His response: "Tell him I look forward to deposing him under oath about how he received and viewed non-consensual pornography." Didn't respond to Kyle. Philip sent him a formal letter instead. This morning Madison posted bail, $2,500. Her mom paid it. Within an hour, Madison was texting me from new numbers. "Please, can we talk? I'm so sorry. I didn't think this would happen. Please drop this, I'm begging you." Blocked each one. Forwarded to Philip. Then she showed up at my gym. How she knew I'd be there, I don't know. Maybe she's been stalking my routine. Saw her in the parking lot. Turned around, went back inside. Told the front desk someone was harassing me. They called the police. Cops showed up. Madison was sitting in her car crying. They told her to leave. She did, but not before screaming, "I loved you," at me through the parking lot. Got back to my apartment, found a letter taped to my door. "Brett, I know you're angry. I know I messed up. But what you're doing is going to destroy my entire life. I could go to jail. I could lose my job. My friends are all getting dragged into court. My family is falling apart. All because I was proud of you and wanted to show you off. That's not fair. That's not justice. That's revenge. Please, please, please drop this. I'll do anything. I'm so sorry. I love you. M. Took a photo. Sent to Philip. Witness tampering? Borderline. Document it. If she contacts you again, we file for a restraining order. She hasn't contacted me again directly, but her friends sure have. Someone created a fake social media account pretending to be me. Posted about ruining an innocent woman's life over nothing. Had to report it to get it taken down. Someone else left a bag of dog poop on my car hood. Classy. My work got an anonymous call saying I was dangerous and unstable. My boss called me in, asked what was going on. I explained, showed him the legal documents. He was supportive, but said if it keeps affecting work, there'll be problems. The depositions start next week. Brittany's up first. Philip says she's already trying to claim she doesn't remember receiving anything. Her phone records say otherwise. Kyle's lawyer sent a threatening letter. Philip sent one back. Kyle's lawyer shut up. Devin, the other ex, apparently lawyered up too, claiming he's a victim in all this because he didn't ask to receive the images. Philip's response, then he should have deleted them and told Madison to stop, not save them to his camera roll. The criminal trial is set for next month. Madison's looking at real jail time. Her lawyer's trying to negotiate another plea deal. Philip says, we're not interested unless it involves her pleading guilty and facing actual consequences. Everyone who enabled this, who thought it was funny, who participated, they're all panicking now. Good. Update 2. 3 weeks since the arrest. Trials in 2 days. Everything has completely imploded for Madison and her crew. The depositions were brutal. Brittany went first, showed up with an attitude. Philip tore her apart in under an hour. Did you receive explicit images of Mr. Thompson? Maybe? I don't really remember. You don't remember seeing explicit images sent to your group chat 3 weeks ago? It was a lot of messages that day. Miss Foster, we have your phone records. You not only received the images, you saved them and sent them to your boyfriend. Would you like to revise your statement? She started crying, admitted everything. Said, Madison told the group chat it was hilarious and that I didn't know but wouldn't care. That testimony alone probably sealed the case. Kyle went next. Tried to play it cool? Didn't work. Mr. Patterson, you received these images, correct? Yeah, did you delete them? Eventually. How long after receiving them did you delete them? I don't know, a week, maybe 2? So you kept explicit images of someone for 2 weeks knowing they were sent without consent? I didn't know that. Madison didn't say. Madison told the group chat, and I quote, he's gonna be so mad when he finds out lol. That was in the message thread. You responded with a laughing emoji. Did you not? Kyle had no response. Devin tried a different approach. Claimed he was uncomfortable when he received them and told Madison it wasn't cool. Philip pulled up the message thread. Devin's actual response, damn bros packing. Devin left his deposition looking like he wanted to die. The other 8 people in the chat gave similar testimonies. Most admitted they saved the images. Several admitted forwarding them to other people. Each person who forwarded them? Philip's pursuing separate charges. Meanwhile, the harassment escalated. Someone slashed 2 of my tires. $380 to replace. Security footage showed a person in a hoodie at 2 a.m. Can't identify them, but I have my suspicions. My Instagram got hacked. Posted a bunch of garbage about false accusations and ruining innocent lives. Got my account back after 48 hours. Someone signed me up for every spam email list imaginable. Getting about 200 junk emails a day now. My gym membership got canceled again. Different gym this time. Someone called pretending to be me, saying I was leaving town. Every incident documented and reported. Building a harassment case. Helena, Madison's mom, showed up at my parents' house. How she got their address, I don't know. Probably from Madison. My dad answered the door. Helena, I need to speak with Brett. He doesn't live here. I know that, but you're his father. You need to talk sense into him. About what? About dropping these ridiculous charges against Madison. She's a good girl who made one mistake and he's ruining her entire life. If she didn't want consequences, she shouldn't have committed a crime. It wasn't a crime. She shared some pictures with friends. Without consent, which makes it a crime. Now get off my property. Don't you care about anyone besides your son? Madison could go to jail. Dad, good. Maybe she'll learn something. Helena apparently started yelling. My dad shut the door. She banged on it for 5 minutes before leaving. Dad called me. Your ex's mom is crazy. Want me to file a report? I'll handle it. Thanks for backing me up. Always. Also, I'm proud of you for not letting this slide. Meant a lot, honestly. Last week, Madison's lawyer made one final settlement offer. Called Philip directly, practically begging. My client will plead to a lesser charge. Disturbing the peace or something. Probation, no jail time. She'll pay $30,000 in damages. Public apology. Anything. She just can't have this on her record as a sex offense. She distributed revenge porn. That is a sex offense. It wasn't revenge porn. They were dating. That's not how the law works. Intent doesn't matter. Distribution without consent is the crime. You're going to ruin a 26-year-old woman's life over this? No, she ruined her own life. We'll see her in court. Yesterday, Madison tried one last time. Showed up at my building. Security stopped her at the entrance. Through the intercom. Brett, please. I'm begging you. I'll lose everything. You should have thought about that. I made a mistake. One mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. Crimes aren't mistakes. They're choices. You chose to do this. I loved you. I was proud of you. I wanted to show you off. By violating my privacy? That's not love. That's selfish and illegal. Please just drop this. No. Security escorted her out. She was crying. I felt nothing. The trial starts Monday. Philip says the prosecution has an airtight case. The texts, the depositions, the phone records, all of it points to Madison knowingly distributing the images without consent. She's looking at 6 months in jail. Prosecutors are pushing for the max. 2 years probation, mandatory counseling, and 5 years on the sex offender registry. Her job at the marketing firm? Gone. They fired her after the arrest. Her friend group? Imploded. Half of them are facing their own charges for forwarding the images. The other half want nothing to do with the drama. Kyle's being charged with distribution. Devin too. Brittany's lawyer is negotiating a plea deal. Her family? Her dad apparently told her she's on her own because he's not paying for lawyers anymore. Helena's still fighting, but even she's running out of steam. And me? I'm weirdly calm. This isn't revenge. This isn't pettiness. This is just holding someone accountable for breaking the law. Trial's in 2 days. I'll update after. Final update. Trial was yesterday. It lasted 4 hours. Here's how it ended. Madison showed up looking defeated. Hair pulled back, minimal makeup, trying to look sympathetic. Didn't work. Her lawyer tried everything. Claimed she didn't understand the law. Claimed she thought it was harmless. Claimed I was overreacting and weaponizing the legal system. Prosecutor shut that down fast. Presented the text messages where Madison admitted to sending them. Showed the part where she put accidentally in quotes. Proved she knew exactly what she was doing. Brought up the deposition testimonies. Brittany admitting Madison said it was hilarious. Kyle admitting he kept them for 2 weeks. Devin's damn bros packing response. Then they called me to testify. Prosecutor. Mr. Thompson, did you give Madison permission to share those images? Me, no. Did you know she was going to share them? No. How did you find out? She texted me bragging about it. What was your reaction? I was horrified, angry, felt completely violated. Prosecutor. Did she apologize? Me, no. She told me I was being dramatic and should be flattered. Madison's lawyer tried to cross-examine me. Asked if Madison and I had a trusting relationship. Asked if I'd ever shared intimate moments before. Trying to imply consent was assumed. I shut that down. Sharing photos privately with someone you're dating doesn't give them permission to distribute those photos to other people. That's not how consent works. Jury looked like they agreed. The defense tried to paint Madison as a victim. Said she was young and naive. Said she didn't mean any harm. Said I was vindictive for pursuing charges. Then the prosecutor brought up the harassment, the fake social media accounts, the slashed tires, the stalking, the attempts to contact me despite being told to stop. Does this look like someone who's sorry or someone who's angry they got caught? Jury deliberated for 90 minutes. Came back with a verdict. Guilty on all counts. Madison started crying immediately. Her mom gasped. Her lawyer put his head in his hands. Sentencing happened right after. Judge didn't look sympathetic. Miss Reeves, you violated someone's privacy in one of the most intimate ways possible. You distributed explicit images without consent. You showed no remorse until you faced consequences. And even then, you and your associates attempted to harass and intimidate the victim. This court takes these matters seriously. Madison got 6 months in county jail, suspended to 120 days with good behavior, 3 years probation, $25,000 fine, mandatory counseling, 5 years on the sex offender registry, restraining order preventing any contact with me for 5 years. Her mom started yelling, "This is insane. She's not a sex offender. She made a mistake." Judge, "Ma'am, your daughter distributed pornography without consent. That makes her a sex offender under state law. One more outburst and I'll hold you in contempt." Helena shut up, but the glare she gave me could have melted steel. Madison was taken into custody immediately. Didn't even get to go home first. Just straight to county jail to start her sentence. Outside the courthouse, Helena tried to approach me one last time. Philip stepped between us. "Mrs. Reeves, there's a restraining order that extends to family members who harass on behalf of the defendant. I just want to know if he's happy now. My daughter is in jail." "Your daughter broke the law and got convicted. That's how justice works." "This isn't justice. This is revenge." "No, ma'am. Revenge would be if he distributed her images without consent. Justice is her facing legal consequences for her actions. Now walk away before I call the police." She left. Still glaring. The fallout has been swift. Kyle took a plea deal. 90 days suspended sentence, 1 year probation, $5,000 fine. Has to register as a sex offender for 3 years. Devin's fighting his charges. Trial's next month. His lawyers already told him he's going to lose. Brittany got probation and a fine. No registry because she cooperated fully during deposition. The others who forwarded images are negotiating plea deals. Madison's old friend group has completely fractured. Half of them want nothing to do with her. The other half are dealing with their own legal problems. As for me, I'm good. Really good. Sold my car, didn't want to drive the one that got vandalized, got a new one, changed apartments, fresh start, new gym membership, 3rd time's the charm. Work's been great. My boss pulled me aside last week and said he respects how I handled everything. Dating? Not yet. Trust issues are real, but I'm in therapy, working through it. Some people online have said I went too far, that Madison didn't deserve jail time, that I should have just moved on. Here's my response. She committed a crime. A serious one. She violated my privacy in the worst possible way. She thought it was funny. When she got caught, she didn't apologize. She got angry and defensive. Then she had her friends harass me, try to get me fired, slash my tires, stalk me, all while claiming she was the victim. That's not someone who deserves a second chance. That's someone who needs to learn that actions have consequences. The sex offender registry feels harsh to some people. But here's the thing. Revenge porn laws exist for a reason. They're sex crimes because they involve sexual content distributed without consent. That's literally what the registry is for. And for everyone saying everyone shares pictures or it's not that serious, you're wrong. It is that serious. Consent matters. Privacy matters. And if you violate someone's privacy, you deserve whatever legal consequences come your way. Madison's serving 120 days. She'll get out on good behavior eventually. But she'll have a record, she'll be on a registry. She'll have to explain to future employers, future partners, future everyone what she did. That's not me being vindictive, that's just reality. Her friends who participated, they're learning the same lesson. Do I feel bad? A little. I'm not a monster. I don't take joy in someone going to jail. But I don't regret it either. She made her choices. This is the result. Some lessons are learned the hard way. Madison just learned hers. Thanks for following this. Hope it reminds someone that consent isn't optional, privacy matters, and revenge porn laws exist for a reason. And if someone ever distributes your private images without permission, don't hesitate. File charges, get a lawyer, hold them accountable. They made the choice to violate you. You're just making sure they face the consequences. Peace out. My fiancé announced, I listed your car on Facebook Marketplace for $5,000. Someone's picking it up in an hour. We need the money for my bachelorette party. I said, fast sale. Then I called the police about attempted theft and was waiting with officers when the buyer showed up. when she had to explain to the cops why she was selling property that wasn't hers. I, 30 male, am standing in my garage watching my fiancé get handcuffed. This is not how I expected my Tuesday to go. Got the text at 2:13 p.m. I'm at a job site, mid-panel installation, phone buzzes, Facebook notification. Amber tagged me in a post. 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback, $5,000 cash, must go today. Buyer picking up at 4 p.m., first come first serve. With pictures of my car, the car I've spent 4 years and $22,000 restoring. The car Amber knows I'm obsessed with. The car that's literally my retirement fund on wheels. Listed for $5,000. Called her. She answered singing, "Hey babe, did you see? Why is my car on Facebook?" Oh my God, so Tiffany and I were figuring out the Vegas trip and we're $3,200 short for the villa. So I had this genius idea. We just sell your car. Problem solved. The guy's coming at 4. I'm holding my phone, not saying anything. My brain is buffering. Brett, hello? You listed my car for $5,000. Well, yeah, it had to sell fast, and it worked. He's super excited. Amber, that car is worth $22,000. Okay, but we don't need that much. We just need enough for Vegas. You're so bad at pricing things. Where's the title? What? The title? To my car. Where is it? Oh, I have it. I grabbed it from your office this morning. You went through my filing cabinet. Babe, we're getting married. What's yours is mine. Anyway, I told him I'd have the title signed and everything. This is gonna be so great. The villa has a pool on the roof. Amber, you can't sell my car. It's already sold. He's coming in, Pike. Hour and 40 minutes. You should come home and give him the keys or whatever. I'm calling the police. What? Why? Because you're committing theft. Theft? It's your car. How can I steal from you? It's my car. You don't own it. You're selling it without permission. That's theft. Oh my God, you're being so dramatic. It's for our wedding. It's for your bachelorette party. Same thing. I can't believe Wait, you're not actually calling the police, right? Brett? Brett hung up. Called 911. Dispatcher picked up. 911, what's your emergency? My fiancée just listed my car for sale on Facebook without my permission. She stole the title from my house and is planning to complete the sale in less than 2 hours. I need officers at my address. Got home at 3:20. 2 squad cars already there. Amber's car in the driveway. Officers talking to her on the front lawn. She's crying. Tiffany's next to her looking furious. Parked my truck. Walked over. Older cop, Officer Mendez according to his badge, looked relieved when he saw me. Mr. Collins? That's me. Your fiancée here says this is a misunderstanding, that you gave her permission to sell the vehicle. I absolutely did not. Pulled out my phone. Showed him the text thread, the Facebook post, the part where she said she grabbed the title from my office. Officer Mendez read it. His partner, younger guy, read over his shoulder. The partner's eyebrows went up. Ma'am, Mendez said to Amber, did you take the vehicle title from his house? We live together. It's not taking. Is your name on the title? No, but is your name on the registration? No, but we're engaged. Ma'am, engagement doesn't give you legal ownership of someone else's property. Tiffany stepped forward. This is insane. They're getting married in 6 weeks. Brett's just being petty. Ma'am, step back, please. He's trying to ruin her bachelorette party over a car. Mendez turned to me. Do you have the registration? Pulled it from my truck. Handed it over. My name, only my name. And you didn't give her permission to sell this vehicle? No, sir. Found out about it from the Facebook post. Where's the title now? Inside, Amber said quietly. In my purse. I'm gonna need you to return that to Mr. Collins. Are you serious right now? Ma'am, you took property documents that don't belong to you and attempted to sell property you don't own. That's theft and fraud. You're lucky Mr. Collins called us before the sale completed, or you'd be facing felony charges. Amber started ugly crying. Full sobbing, mascara running. Doorbell rang. 3:58 p.m. We all turned. Guy in his 50s standing there in a Harley jacket, holding a thick envelope, looking at all the cop cars very confused. I'm here for the Mustang? Officer Mendez walked over. Sir, I'm afraid the vehicle is not for sale. The person who listed it doesn't own it. The guy's face went from confused to pissed. Are you kidding me right now? I drove 2 hours. I took off work. I got $5,000 in cash. I apologize for the inconvenience, sir. This was listed without the owner's knowledge or permission. The buyer looked at Amber. So you were trying to scam me? No, it's complicated. Save it, lady. He turned to Mendez. I want to file a report. This is fraud. You're welcome to file a report, sir. I can give you the information. The buyer spent 10 minutes giving his information, shooting death glares at Amber the whole time. Finally left, muttering about crazy people and wasting my time. After he left, Mendez turned to Amber. Ma'am, I'm placing you under arrest for attempted theft and fraud. What? You have the right to remain silent. Brett, stop this. Anything you say can and will be used. I'm your fiancé. Against you in a court of law. Tiffany was filming on her phone. This is insane. He's having her arrested. Ma'am, put the phone away or you'll be charged with obstruction. Tiffany lowered the phone but kept recording. They cuffed Amber. She was screaming the whole time about how I was ruining our lives and destroying our wedding and everyone's gonna know what kind of person you are. As they put her in the car, she looked at me through the window, still crying. I was doing this for US. Watched the squad car drive away. Stood there in my driveway. Tiffany next to me, still filming. You're a monster, she said. She tried to steal my car. For your wedding, for her bachelorette party, there's a difference. I hope you're happy. You just destroyed her. She destroyed herself when she stole my title and committed fraud. Tiffany got in her car and peeled out. Officer Mendez stayed back. Mr. Collins, she's being held pending bail. You'll need to come down to the station tomorrow to give a formal statement. Will do. And sir? Change your locks. Get your important documents somewhere she doesn't know about. Already planning on it. He left. I went inside. Found my title in Amber's purse on the kitchen counter, right where she said it'd be. My Mustang's still in the garage, safe, sound, and my fiancé is in county lockup. What a day. Update 1. Been 48 hours since Amber got arrested. I've got updates and they're wild. So Amber made bail around 8 p.m. that night. $2,500. Carol, her mom, paid it. I know because Carol called me at 9 p.m. from Amber's phone. Brett, I just paid $2,500 to bail my daughter out of jail because of you. Because of Amber's choices, Carol. She was trying to do something nice for her wedding. She stole my car title and tried to sell my car for a quarter of its value. You didn't have to call the police. What should I have done? Let her commit felony fraud? You're being absolutely ridiculous. Amber's destroyed. She's humiliated. Everyone knows she was arrested. Maybe she shouldn't have committed a crime on Facebook. Carol hung up. Next morning, got a call from the police station. Detective Garcia wanted me to come in for a statement. Got there at 10 a.m., gave my full statement. Showed them everything, the Facebook post, the text messages, the timeline. Garcia looked almost amused. Mr. Collins, in my 12 years doing this, I've never seen someone post evidence of their own crime so publicly. Amber's not big on thinking things through. Clearly, she's being charged with attempted theft, attempted fraud, and possession of stolen documents. That last one's from taking your title. What's she looking at? Depends. First offense, she'll probably get probation and fines, but it'll be on her record. Good. Left the station, went home. Found Amber sitting on my front steps. We need to talk. How'd you even get here? Tiffany drive you? Uber. Brett, please, can we just talk? Just 5 minutes? You tried to steal my car, Amber. I wasn't stealing it. I was selling it to help US. By forging my signature on a title? That's fraud and theft. I didn't think it was that serious. Not thinking is kind of your trademark. Brett, please, I'm sorry. I screwed up. Can we please just fix this and move on? The wedding's in 5 weeks. There's not going to be a wedding. Her face crumpled. What? I'm calling the venue today. Canceling everything. You can't. We've paid for everything. I'll eat the costs. We're done, Amber. Over a mistake? Over you stealing from me and then getting arrested and still not understanding what you did wrong. I made an error. People make errors. People make errors like burning dinner or forgetting an anniversary. You committed crimes. Multiple crimes. That's not an error. She started crying. Everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to ask why we canceled. Tell them the truth. I can't. It's humiliating. Should have thought about that before you posted it on Facebook. She left sobbing. I went inside and started making cancellation calls. That afternoon my phone started blowing up. Amber's bridesmaids, her family, random people from the guest list, all with variations of, "What did you do?" Amber's devastated. How could you cancel on her? Blocked most of them. But I did answer when Amber's dad called. "Brett, my daughter made a mistake, a big one, but are you really going to end 3 years over it?" "Dan, she tried to sell my car to fund a party." I know. It was stupid, but she's young, she wasn't thinking. She's 28, that's old enough to know better. I'm asking you man to man to reconsider, give her another chance. Dan, even now Amber doesn't think she did anything wrong. She thinks I overreacted. That's the problem. Silence. Then, what if she goes to counseling? Would you consider it then? No, we're done. I'm sorry. He hung up. Later that night, got a text from unknown number. "This is Tiffany. You ruined Amber's life. Hope you can live with yourself." Blocked it. Then another unknown number. "Brett, it's Kayla, bridesmaid. What you're doing is cruel. Amber made a mistake and you're destroying her over it. That's not love." Blocked. Another number. "You're a control freak who can't handle a strong woman making decisions. Amber deserves better." Blocked. They were using different phones to get around my blocks. Smart, annoying. This morning, 2 things happened. First, Venu called. "Mr. Collins, we got a call from an Amber saying the wedding is not canceled and you're lying. What's the situation?" "The wedding is definitely canceled. Amber and I are no longer together. Ignore anything she says." "Understood. We'll note that in our records." Second, my boss called. "Brett, got a weird situation. Woman named Carol called the office asking to speak to you about harassment." "What's that about?" "My ex-fiance's mother. We broke up. She's upset about it. She said you had her daughter arrested?" "I did. She tried to steal my car." Long pause. "Seriously?" "Yep." "Okay, well, Carol was told to stop calling here, but heads up in case she tries again." This is getting insane. Update 2. 1 week since the arrest. Amber and her family have gone completely off the rails. The harassment escalated immediately after I canceled the wedding, but it's gotten so much worse. Sunday, Amber showed up at my house, again, this time with Carol, Dan, and Tiffany. Full intervention squad. Didn't answer the door. Talked through the Ring camera I installed the day before. "Brett, you need to open this door right now," Carol said. "We're not leaving until we talk." "Nothing to talk about. We're done." "Leave." "You can't just throw away 3 years. I can when someone commits fraud against me." Dan stepped up. "Son, you're being unreasonable. Amber made a mistake. We're offering to pay for marriage counseling. Fresh start." "Dan, she tried to steal my car. She panicked. The wedding costs are overwhelming and she made a bad choice. A bad choice is buying the wrong dress. Theft is a crime." Amber pushed forward. "Brett, I'll do anything. Anything. Just please give me another chance." "No. I love you. You don't steal from people you love." They stayed for 30 minutes. Finally left when I said I'd call the cops again. Monday, got a text from the venue. "Mr. Collins, Amber called again insisting the wedding is on. She's demanding we honor the contract. Please advise." Called them. "Amber is not authorized to make decisions about this event. If she calls again, do not speak with her." "Understood. We may need written confirmation from you." Sent them an email. FAML. Clear. Tuesday, things got weird. Got a call from my credit card company. "Mr. Collins, we're calling about suspicious activity. Someone attempted to charge $3,200 to your card for a property rental. We declined it. Want to confirm you didn't authorize?" "I did not." "Okay, card's been flagged. You'll get a new one in 5 to 7 days." Later found out, Amber tried to book the Vegas villa using my card info she still had saved in her phone. When it declined, she called the company claiming there was an error and she was definitely authorized. They didn't buy it. Wednesday, the real nuclear option. Got a call from my landlord. "Brett, someone vandalized your car. Called police. You should come home." Left work immediately. Got there at 2 p.m. My Mustang, in the driveway. Every window smashed, tires slashed, hood keyed with "should have sold it." Police were already there. Officer Rodriguez taking photos. "Mr. Collins, security cameras?" "Just installed them. Let me check." Pulled up the Ring footage from that morning, 6:47 a.m. Clear as day. Amber, in a hoodie, with a crowbar, smashing my windows one by one, slashing the tires, keying the hood, looking directly at the camera at one point. Didn't even try to hide. "That's her," I told Rodriguez. "That's Amber." "Your fiancé? The one from the car sale thing?" "Ex-fiancé, yeah. This is really bad for her. This is felony destruction of property. She's already pending charges. I want to press charges. Already noted, will issue a warrant. Damage estimate, $8,400. Windows, tires, paint correction, detailing. Insurance will cover most of it, but still. Amber was arrested again that afternoon. At Carol's house, she was in her pajamas, eating cereal. This time, felony criminal mischief, felony vandalism, violation of bail conditions. No bail this time. Judge said she's a flight risk and danger to property. She's been in county lockup since Wednesday. Carol called me from 6 different numbers Thursday. Finally answered the 6th. My daughter is in jail, again, because of you. Because of her choices, Carol. She destroyed my car. You drove her to it. You canceled the wedding. You humiliated her. So property destruction is justified? She was emotional. She wasn't thinking. She looked pretty clear-headed in the video, took her time with each window. You're a cruel, vindictive man. I hope you rot. Hung up, blocked all the numbers. Friday, the lawyer I consulted before, Gary Fletcher, called. Brett, I'm watching the local news. They're running a story about jilted bride arrested for car vandalism. They're using Amber's mugshot. Seriously? Yeah. You might want to prepare for this to get more public. Great. Sure enough, by Friday evening it was everywhere. Local Facebook groups, the news website, people sharing the story with comments like, "This is insane," and "Play stupid games." Some of Amber's friends commented defending her. She was driven to this. Brett's the real villain. But most people, not sympathetic. Saturday morning Dan called. Brett, we need to talk. In person. Met him at a coffee shop. He looked like he hadn't slept in days. My daughter's sitting in jail, facing multiple felonies. Her life is ruined. She ruined it herself. Brett, what would it take for you to drop the charges? Both sets? I'm not dropping anything. Money? We can pay for the damage. And something extra. $20,000. You drop everything. She gets counseling. Moves away. You never see her again. Dan, she committed crimes. Multiple crimes. On camera. I'm not letting her buy her way out. My wife wants to sell our house to pay for lawyers. This is destroying our family. That's Amber's fault, not mine. He just stared at me. Then got up and left. This morning got a letter from Amber, sent from county jail. Brett, I know I messed up. I know I went too far, but I was just so hurt and angry and I wasn't thinking. You were my whole world, and when you took that away, I didn't know what to do. I love you. I'll always love you. I'm sorry. Please drop the charges. Please. I'm begging you. I can't survive in here. Not one word about what she actually did wrong. Just how she felt. How she was hurt. Toss the letter. Her court date for the original charges is in 2 weeks. The vandalism charges will be added. She's looking at real time now. Gary says with both cases combined, probably 18 to 24 months if convicted. Everyone's mad at me, like I'm the one who tried to steal a car and then destroyed it when that didn't work. But honestly, I sleep fine. She made her choices. These are her consequences. My Mustang's at the shop. They say it'll be 3 weeks to fix everything. Insurance is handling it, and Amber's in jail, where she belongs. Final update. 6 weeks since the original car sale attempt. 4 weeks since Amber smashed my Mustang. Time to close this out. The court stuff moved fast. Amber's lawyer tried negotiating a plea deal. The prosecution wasn't interested. Your client committed theft, fraud, and vandalism. All documented, all on camera. She's getting the maximum. The trial was last week. Lasted 2 days. Day 1 was the car sale. Prosecutor presented the Facebook post, the texts, my testimony, the buyer's testimony, Officer Mendez's testimony. Amber's lawyer tried arguing she didn't understand the legal implications and made an error in judgment. Prosecutor showed the text where Amber said she'd forge my signature. Showed where she took the title without asking. This wasn't confusion. This was deliberate theft and fraud. Jury looked convinced. Day 2 was the vandalism. They played the ring footage, full screen. Amber in a hoodie, smashing windows one by one. Looking at the camera. Team should have sold it. In big letters. Her lawyer tried claiming emotional distress and temporary insanity. Prosecutor, ma'am, you can clearly see her in the video. She's calm, methodical. She takes her time with each window. This wasn't a spontaneous act of rage. This was planned revenge. Amber cried through the whole thing. Carol sobbed in the front row. Dan sat stone-faced. Jury deliberated for 3 hours. Guilty on all counts. Sentencing was yesterday. I wasn't sure if I should go. Gary said it might be good to show up, provide a victim statement, so I went. Judge asked if I wanted to speak. Your Honor, Amber destroyed my car, not just property. She destroyed years of work and money I put into restoration. She did it purely out of spite. She's shown zero remorse. Everything has been about how she feels, how she was wronged. She hasn't once acknowledged what she actually did. I asked the court to give her the maximum sentence. Amber's lawyer made a speech about how she was young and made mistakes and deserves a second chance. Judge wasn't buying it. Miss Rivera, you committed multiple felonies against someone you claimed to love. You stole from him. You attempted to defraud both him and an innocent buyer. When that failed, you destroyed $8,400 worth of property. You showed no remorse until facing consequences. You've blamed everyone but yourself. This court takes these crimes seriously. Amber got 18 months in state prison, not county jail, state prison. $12,000 in restitution, includes my repairs plus court costs, 3 years probation after release, permanent felony record. She broke down sobbing. Carol started screaming. This is too harsh. She's not a criminal. Judge, ma'am, she committed felonies. That makes her a criminal. One more outburst and I'll hold you in contempt. Carol shut up but kept crying. They took Amber into custody immediately. She looked at me as they let her out. I didn't look away. Outside the courthouse, Dan approached me. I hope you're satisfied. My daughter's going to prison. I'm not satisfied, but I'm not sorry either. She loved you. She stole from me, then destroyed my property. That's not love. He walked away. Tiffany was there too. She tried getting in my face. You did this. You could have dropped the charges. You wanted her to go to prison. I wanted her to face consequences for crimes she committed. She was emotional. She made a mistake. Mistakes are accidental. She intentionally committed crimes. Twice. You're going to hell for this. I'll save you a seat. Security had to escort her away. The aftermath? Amber's in prison. Will be for the next 18 months minimum. Carol and Dan's marriage is apparently falling apart. Carol blames Dan for not doing enough. Dan blames Carol for raising Amber to be entitled. Tiffany's been posting about me on social media. Justice system failing women type stuff. Her followers are split, half agree, half call her out. The venue refunded half my deposit after I explained the situation. Said they'd never seen anything like this. My Mustang got fixed. Looks brand new. Better than before actually. Insurance covered everything. Work's been good. Boss heard about the trial. Said I handled it like a pro. Dating? Not yet. But I'm not closed off to it, just being cautious. I've gotten messages from people I don't even know. Some supportive, some calling me heartless for sending a woman to prison over a car. Here's my response. It was never about the car. It was about someone I trusted stealing from me, then destroying my property when she didn't get her way, then showing zero remorse except feeling sorry for herself. Would I do it all again? Absolutely. Some people think love means letting someone hurt you without consequences. That's not love. That's stupidity. Amber's in prison because of Amber's choices, nobody else's. I got my car back, I kept my house, I kept my sanity. And I learned that when someone shows you they don't respect you, your property, or the law, you protect yourself. Every time. Thanks for following this mess. Hope someone learns from it. Respect people's property, respect the law. And if you break both, don't be shocked when you end up in handcuffs. Peace out.